Okay. So make sure that you have a strap. Like you can go ahead and grab a strap because we're going to start on our backs this morning and we're going to start with a strap close to us so that you can grab it. And then as we start on our backs, if you want a pillow underneath your low back, then feel free to go ahead and use that. We're going to take ourselves down onto our backs. And sometimes it's nice to have that pillow underneath there. Or another rolled up mat, or even a little bit of height. So just whatever it's feeling best, whatever feels words, whatever feels best for you this morning. So just starting on our backs, our feet are planted on the floor, our knees are bent. Let's go ahead and take our right hand, place it on our belly. And you can have that on your rib cage, or you can have it on your belly button. You can have it wherever feels most comfortable on your belly. And then let's take our left hand and place it on our forehead. So we've just got right hand on belly, left hand on forehead. And we're going to begin to slow things down. Slowing down the thoughts. That's our hand on our forehead is slowing down the thoughts, and the hand on the belly slowing down the breath. And actually making that breath deeper. So being able to breathe deeply and exhale deeply. So just slowing things down, quieting that body, preparing for our practice today. And let's switch those hands. So let's go ahead and take that left hand to belly and then right hand to forehead. And still working on slowing everything down, making that breath deeper, making that breath bigger. Quieting those thoughts. Sometimes just the hand on the forehead, just a gentle touch and on the forehead, and start to slow things down. Good. So now that we've slowed down just a little bit, let's go ahead and begin to warm things up. So let's take our hands and reach behind our right thigh and gently just pulling our right leg, right thigh into our chest. Doesn't have to come very far yet, again, because we're really cold still, just beginning this. And you might want to rock this from side to side, or you could even make a circle here if that feels okay for your hip. But just bring that in, and then if you're circling it, go ahead and circle that the other way. Good, and bring that in, give it a little bit of a hug. Still hands behind our hamstring, behind our right thigh. Go ahead and flex through that foot and gently press that leg, but you don't have to straighten it. We can go ahead and keep that knee bent. And then with that foot in the air, go ahead and let's rotate that ankle. And then rotate the other way. And let's point that toe and flex that foot. And point that toe and flex that foot. Good, let's release that right leg down, just back into that bent leg. Reach behind our left thigh, left hamstring, pull that in. And maybe rock it from side to side. Or you can begin to rotate in that hip joint. And if you're rotating, if you're circling that hip joint, go ahead and circle it the other way. Again, just warming that up. And then let's go ahead and flex through our left foot and press that foot towards the ceiling, but we don't have to straighten our leg yet. You keep that knee bent. Foot is flexed, and then let's go ahead and point that toe and flex that foot. And point that toe and flex that foot. And point that toe and flex that foot. Good. Gently pull that in again and then release that. Very nice. Grab your strap. So now let's go ahead and take our strap around our right foot. Now we're going to add a little bit more movement with this. So we've got that strap around our right foot. Let's bring our knee into our chest and then press our leg out. So we're just going to bring that knee back into the chest again and then press that leg out and bring that knee back in. And this time we're going to press that leg up and maybe you're able to straighten through that leg. If you've got a bend in the knee, that's fine. Again, we're still very cold. Those muscles are still very cold. Might be super tight, like my ankle right now, my ankle and my calf, super tight. So you can point and flex that foot if that feels okay. We're going to keep that leg as straight as we can. And we're going to go ahead and drop that leg down and bring that leg up. So now we're using that strap to move that leg. So dropping that leg down and bringing that up and dropping that leg down and bringing that leg up. And one more time, dropping that down and bringing that leg up. Very good. And then let's go ahead and release that. Let's take the strap to the other foot. Go ahead and bring that knee in. Ooh, and press that leg out. Using that strap to pull that knee in and then press that leg out. Let's do that 2 more times. Bring that leg in and press that leg out. And one more time, bring that leg in and press that leg out. And this time, let's keep that leg straight and pull that towards us. Oh, I feel that in my calf, hamstring. And then let's go ahead and straight leg down and bring that leg towards us. And again, straight leg down and bring that leg towards us. And take that leg down and bring that towards us. And one more time, down and bring that leg towards us. Good. Good. And then you can go ahead and release that. Keeping both of our knees bent, let's drop both of our knees over to the right. Take our arms into a nice T here. And then let's look over to the left. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Cool. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Legs back to center. Drop knees over to the other side. Arms stay into that T and let's look over to the right. So legs are to the left, head is to the right. Breathe deeply here. And exhale it out. And deeply breathing here. And exhale it out. Good, bring yourselves back to center. Very nice. Now let's line our feet up with our knees lined up with our hips. We're just gonna do a little bit of bridge work here while we're down here. We'll do more bridge work later. We'll just do a little bit to warm up that spine a little bit. So let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up and then slowly lower that pelvis down towards the floor. Let's lift it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 2 more times here. Lift it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Lift it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Reach behind both of those knees. Chin to chest, forehead to the knees. Make yourself into a little ball right here. Good stretch. And then go ahead and release that. Let's drop our knees over to the side. Take ourselves onto our side and then press ourselves up. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves into simple cross leg. If you want to sit on something, then feel free to do that. You can sit on that. And we're going to take those legs out in front of us in our nice simple cross leg. And what we're going to do is we haven't done this in a while, a little bit of a foot massage. So waking up, that strap helped a little. We had the strap around our foot, but it's always good to get back in touch with ourselves just by giving ourselves a foot massage. with those nerve endings, the very ends of our bodies right here, nerve endings. Getting those feet, those toes, the balls of the feet, the arches of the feet. And if you're finding any extra tenderness, maybe spend some time there. Ooh, arches are always maybe back towards that heel, and then working towards the ankle and up that shin and calf. Good. And then let's go ahead and switch sides, so switch feet. Let's do toes, balls of the feet, arches. Just spend some time getting a nice little foot massage, waking everything up. And again, if there's any extra tenderness anywhere, go ahead and spend some time just massaging that out. Whew. Back to the heel. And the ankle. And maybe up that shin and calf. Or if you just need to spend extra time on that foot, go ahead and stay there if you need that. Good. So now we are in that simple cross leg, sitting ourselves up very tall. Let's go ahead, inhale and sweep our arms up. Nice sun breath. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And just letting our arms rest by our side, or they can rest on your legs, on your knees. And let's drop our chin down towards our chest. Try and keep our shoulders away from our ears. Chin to chest, shoulders away from ears. Lift our head center and take our eyes to the ceiling. Go ahead and drop your chin back to chest. And then eyes to sky. And chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. Head back to neutral. Let's look to the right. Think about that chin going towards the shoulder. And then look to the left. Again, looking to the right. And looking to the left. Head back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And one more time each side, right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. And let's do some half neck circles here. So let's go ahead and drop our chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. And just taking that from side to side. Nice half neck circles here. And don't forget to breathe. Use that breath as you are circling that neck. Good. Let's bring our chin back to chest. Lift that head back to neutral, and let's roll those shoulders back a little bit. So get some nice shoulder rolls here. And then go ahead and roll that forward. And roll that back again. And roll that forward. Good. Shake that out. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Go ahead and drop that right hand down to the floor and lengthen over with that left arm. Try and keeping our left glute, our left hip, left leg pressed into that pillow if you're sitting on a pillow, or pressed into the floor. And breathing this here. That wonderful side stretch. And inhale and sweep this. And drop that left hand down. And reach over with the right. And that right hip, right glute, right leg press into the pillow or floor. Nice deep breaths here. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our left hand to our right thigh. Right hand follows our spine down towards the floor. And let's do a little spinal twist here. And breathing while we are twisting. Let's go ahead and inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep it to the center. Same thing, other side. Drop our right hand to our left thigh. Left hand follows our spine down towards the floor. And let's breathe into the spinal twist on this side. Inhale and exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale it up center. Clasp our hands, press our palms towards the ceiling as we exhale. Let's lengthen up through our torso, lengthen up through our arms. Let's get a few side breaths here. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. One more time. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Go ahead and release those hands. Again, let's take that left hand to our right thigh, right hand behind us, and maybe twist it a little bit deeper over to that right side this time. And let's breathe it here. Inhaling it and exhaling it. One more breath. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Back to center. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. As we exhale, let's go ahead and take it, twist it to the other side. So twisting it to the left. Right hand is on that left thigh. Left hand is behind us. Holding the floor for leverage here. And let's breathe it here deeply. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Very good. Bring this back to center. Sweep our arms up. And let's go ahead and hinge ourselves forward. Now I'm super tight, so I can't go very far. If you want to try and go further, you can feel free to use a block here or use both of your blocks at whatever height you want. But we're just trying to hinge this forward with our nice lengthened back, lengthened spine. So we're not rounding into this. We're not going way forward like this. We're leading with that chin, leading with that chest, and hinging at those hips so that we get our glute stretch, spine stretch. That's what we're trying to work on here. And hip flexors, of course. So you've got this nice hip hinge forward. Wonderful. Let's inhale, sweep this up. And exhale, release. Good. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that pillow off to the side. And let's lean ourselves back and take our feet as wide as our hips, or you can go wider if you want. And let's go ahead and begin to warm. We'll keep warming our hip flexors and our legs. Just taking this from side to side. Very good. Windshield wiper that. And it's up to you. I like to pick up my feet. Some people like to keep their feet planted. I like to pick them up. But let's go ahead and keep our right foot in front. Nice right zigzag. Sit it up tall. Let's twist over towards the left first. So twist tall to the left. And now let's do our big twist to the right. Big twist to the right. So maybe your hip and glute and inner thigh are lifted. Maybe you can look over that right shoulder. Maybe you can even see that left foot in your peripheral vision. And breathing this here. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center and we'll twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last one. And back to center. Keep the center here. Hopefully you have that block still in front of you. If you were using it for your hinge forward, let's hinge it forward. Oh, again. Yes, feel that right there. Nice hinge. And breathe. And if you don't need a block, of course, hands are on the floor or on the mat, but making sure that we're not rounding our shoulders, making sure that we're hinging forward. We're leading with that chin and chest. Good. We can release that and lean back. And then let's windshield wiper those legs again, taking that from side to side. Good. And let's go ahead and keep our left leg in front, nice zigzag on this left side. Sit ourselves up tall, so torso is tall, tall twist to the right. And then our big twist to the left. So go ahead and twist that big to the left. Maybe able to look over that left shoulder. Maybe you're able to see that right foot out of the peripheral vision. Maybe your hip and glute, inner thigh, maybe that's lifted up and you're just getting that wonderful twist right here. I love this one. This is such a good stretch. And then let's bring ourselves back to center and then twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1. And back to center and hinge this forward. Now that hinge, if you are able to keep both of your glutes down, then you've got very flexible hips. My right hip is lifting up, and that's okay. But remembering to lead with the chest, lead with the chin, trying not to round through our shoulders. Very good. Let's go ahead and take our legs nice and long. Let's find ourselves in a staff pose. So let's flex through our feet, sit ourselves up tall, lengthen up through our arms, and let's find ourselves in this nice capital L pose. One of the most difficult yoga poses is this staff pose because you're having to use everything here. Entire body is working. Let's go ahead and breathe. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. One more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Let's release our arms down and take our arms behind us. Fingers are facing towards our feet. Let's lean ourselves back. Bend our knees, feet on the floor. Let's go into a reverse table. So let's go ahead and lift that pelvis up, opening up chest, shoulders. I love this one because I love feeling the stretch in the biceps and the triceps and the strengthening in the wrists. That pelvis is strong too. Again, we're using everything here, pressing our feet into the floor, and that neck is neutral. So you're either looking kind of either forward, slightly upwards towards the ceiling, but not straight above you. You don't want to be crunching that neck. You want to be lifting up with that pelvis, squeezing up with those glutes. Feet are firmly into the floor, hands are firmly into the floor. Very strong here. And you're breathing this whole time, inhaling in and exhaling in. Good, let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Simple cross leg and hinge forward. So we've practiced that hinge a couple times so far. So now you're a pro at this hinge, at leading with the chest, with the chin, not rounding the shoulders. We're gonna go into a reverse plank. If you want to, you don't have to do the reverse plank. You can go back into reverse table, what we just did. Otherwise, let's take our arms behind us again. Let's lengthen through those legs, and we're gonna lift our pelvis up. So nice reverse plank. Very strong. This is a little more difficult than the reverse tabletop. So if this is painful or too difficult, then feel free to go back into that reverse table as you build your strength. And breathe. Good, go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Simple cross leg again, hinge this forward. And then release that. Let's lengthen back through those legs, flex back through those feet, bring our right leg in, give that right leg a nice big hug, and let's take our right over left. Wrap our left arm around our right leg, and let's get a nice twist here. Love this one. Flex through that left foot, keep that left foot flexed and active, and breathing this here. And then let's go ahead and twist towards the inside. So twisting to the left. And bring this back to center. Straight legs again, both straight legs. So nice straight legs, flexed feet. And let's bring our left leg in now. So bring our left leg in, give that a nice big hug. Take our left over right. Let's wrap our right arm around our left leg and twist to the left. Keep our right foot flexed, active. Very good. And then let's go ahead and twist it towards the right. And bring this back to center. Good, let's bring our feet together, heels together, and you can be grabbing at those ankles. And we've got that nice hip opener, inner thigh stretch, butterfly right here. Breathe it deeply. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big deep exhale. Very good. And let's go ahead and lengthen that. Drop our knees over. Let's take ourselves into, move this off to the side, into our gate pose. So we're on our knees. Let's go ahead and take our right leg off to the side. Let's take our right leg off to the side. Nice gate pose here. So let's lengthen up through this. Now you can have your ankle neutral to where your toe is just going out, or you can have it to the front, like if we were doing warrior standing, your foot is slightly inverted. But however that feels best for you, but we're lengthened up through the torso, nice long leg. And then we're going to go ahead and take our left hand down to the floor. Now you can leave this here. We can go right here into this. This is a somewhat modified half moon. If you want to add in that balance, we can begin to bring that leg up for some strengthening and some balance here in this half moon. And breathe this. And then let's go ahead and drop that leg and get a nice stretch over, reach over. Very good. Release that and let's switch sides. So now let's take our left leg off to the side, and whatever you did with the foot on the other side, try and do the same thing on this side. So if you're going to have it kind of inverted, if we were doing our warriors, or neutral. So finding our gate pose, lengthening up through this nice long leg. Oh, that feels good. And then let's go ahead and take that right hand, right arm, press it on the floor. And you can keep this here, or if you are working on balance, strength, go ahead and begin to lift that leg. Or you can be lifting and lowering as well if you need to take breaks. But breathing through that. And let's go ahead and drop that leg and reach this over and stretch. And release that. Good. We're going to practice a little bit of a yoga squat or a little froggy. So have your blocks here if you want to use them. Let me get this. So we're right here on our knees, and we're going to take ourselves onto our feet right here. So if you want to, you can have your blocks right here, and this can be your yoga squat. We're up on those toes. We're just in a nice squat here. If you want to go a little further, then you can practice that nice balance, or you can have one block, or a block right here, practice. But we're just working on strengthening through those feet, through the ankles, through the calves, working on that balance here. Very good. And then we're going to go ahead and take those legs a little wider and take our arms to the inside. So now we get a little bit more of a hip opener. So you can have the hands here on the blocks, and we've got our legs a little bit wider. And if this is excruciating for you, it's okay. Yeah, breathe deep. Because those hips tend to get super tight. So this froggy, this is really good, this nice frog pose. And this eventually moves into a crow. but we're just working on that. And if your calves are burning, that's very normal too. Good job. And then back to our knees and just into a nice little squat right here, a nice little sitting pose. And let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up and exhale it down. And you can place your blocks where you want them for our sun salutations. When we get there, we're going to go onto all fours right here. And we'll move into a little bit of cat and cow. And if those calves are still burning, good job. Yes, let's drop that belly to the floor, eyes to the sky, inhale. And round our spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round the spine, exhale. Good, nice flat back. Let's lengthen through our right leg and lengthen through that left arm. So we'll get that bird dog right here. Nice bird dog balance. Holding this bird dog balance, breathe it, inhale. And exhale. We're gonna take the elbow to the knee, but we're gonna go slow. We're gonna take it in for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lengthen for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do that one more time, but we're going to add our breath. So let's inhale it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, lengthen for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Hold that right here, and then release the arm. Release the leg. Good job. Let's take it back, child's pose. Lengthen through those arms. Deep breaths here in this child's pose. You can feel that wonderful expansion in your back. And then back up onto all fours. Let's do one more cat and cow. So drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Flatten through the back. Let's lift our left leg up. So then lift that up and lengthen through that right arm. And holding this bird dog here and breathe. Good, let's take this slow. Take this in for 4, elbow to knee, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. This next one, let's add in that breath. Inhale it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lengthen and hold. And then release. Release the arm, release the leg. Child's pose. Take that back. Very good. Wonderful child's pose here. Use that breath. Looking at our hands, let's walk both of our hands over to the right. Take that left hand right on top of that right hand. Right, or left glute is going to that left heel. And then walk hands over to the other side. Right hand's going to go on top of that left hand. Right heel goes to right glute. Ooh. Good, bring that back to center. And now we're going to take ourselves up into our first downward facing dog. So let's curl our toes under, keep our knees bent, lift our tails to the sky, stretch through that spine first. So nice spinal stretch, strong arms, strong legs, keeping those knees bent, tail is really, really lifted, and then let's begin to pedal our feet, pedaling our heels down towards the floor. And breathe. Enjoy this inversion. Our head is lower than our heart. Enjoying that opposing. Good for the blood, good for the circulation. Dropping our heels down towards the floor. Maybe nod that head or shake that head. Let's lift up on our toes, our heels are high, and let's drop both of our heels over to one side. And then lift those toes or heels high again and drop them over to the other side, stretching through those ankles. And bring this back up to center. Let's go and walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. We don't need our blocks quite yet, but you want to be close to them. Let's let our arms dangle first. So let's go ahead and ragdoll here. Letting that upper body, letting that head, letting those arms just dangle. Falling towards the floor, big toe, little toe, heel. Go ahead and take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. And then release those arms. And now we can use those blocks, utilize those blocks if you want, if you were using blocks. Hands are on those blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen into a nice tabletop. And exhale and release. Our head has been low, so let's do this next inhale nice and slow as we lift ourselves all the way up. Inhale and sweep this up. You can take it as slow as you want. And exhale it around into chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Good. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward. Left foot goes back into a lunge. Left hand on the block or on the floor. Or if you need a double block, you can double that block if you want to, if you need to for this lunge. And we're going to spinal twist over to the right. Very nice. Very good spinal twist here. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Let's take that foot back to meet the other foot into our top of plank. Very good top of plank. Hold this top of plank. Let's shift our weight forward. Drop the front of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our hearts down to the floor. Lift our heart up off the floor, baby cobra. Oh, very good. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. This down dog is your resting pose. It's your bringing everything together pose. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. And grabbing those blocks again. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Our left foot's going to stay forward. Our right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on block or blocks or floor or chair, whatever is working for you. And spinal twist over. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into our top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nodding that head or shaking that head. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, and let's do some more of these sun salutations. So grabbing those blocks, let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and sweep. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot forward, left foot back into lunge. Left hand on the block, on the floor. Spinal twist open. And breathe. And then bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts to the knees, uncurl our toes, take our hearts down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. And walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale and around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. Right hand on block or floor. Spinal twist over to the left. Bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift our weight. Drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our hearts down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale and around a chair. Holding here in chair, bring our hands to heart. Let's go ahead and do seated spinal twist. So let's take our right elbow to our left thigh. Seated spinal twist and breathe. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Let's walk those feet to meet the hands, standing forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Good, hold here in chair. Hands to heart, and let's do spinal twist the other way. So seated spinal twist going to the other side. So left elbow is going to that right thigh. And breathe. And bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back, top of the plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down to the floor, heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold or edge of the mat. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Lots of sun salutes this morning. It's because there's no sun outside, so we have to make our own sun. Good, let's take it into onto elbows, right here, into Sphinx. I was trying to think of the name. I was like, Sphinx pose. That's where we need it, is Sphinx. So we're right on those elbows in Sphinx pose. Eyes are to the sky. Nice low back stretch right here. Good. And you can take that right arm out and forehead to the arm. Or if you have it available, go ahead and just without putting that head down, or you can have the head down. It depends on what feels best for you. But we're reaching our left hand back for our left foot. I think I'm going to keep myself lifted today. And get that wonderful stretch in the quadricep. So our little half squirrel right here. It's also a very good stretch in that arm. And then let's go ahead and release that back into that nice sphinx, and let's go ahead and take it to the other side. So reach our right hand for our right foot, and you can have that forehead down, or you can be up on that elbow. Again, just depending on your mobility, on your shoulder mobility, your back mobility, listening to that body, but trying to do the same thing on both sides, remembering that we are working on that balance. So getting that wonderful quadricep stretch, the strengthening, opening of the shoulder and chest. We're gonna do some back strengthening now. So go ahead and release that. Let's lengthen through our arms, lengthen through our legs. We're gonna lift our left arm on our right leg. So go ahead and opposing arm and leg, lifting that and strengthening this right here. So an isometric hold, and breathe, inhaling it and exhaling it. And deep inhale and exhale. One more time. It's a little bit longer of a hold. Inhale it here and exhale it out, and release that. Good, relax that here for a moment, and we're going to take it to the other side. So our right arm and our left leg. Let's go ahead and lengthen up through that. Right arm and left leg. And if there's burning going on in your glute, in your low back, mid back, upper back, shoulder, that's the isometric hold. That's the muscles working. Breathe it here, deeply inhaling and deep exhale. And again, deep inhale and deep exhale. One more time, deep inhale and a deep exhale. Good, release that. Hands by chest. Press ourselves back into a child's pose. Oh, yes, enjoy this. Nice opposing stretch. Very, very good. Good job. Let's go ahead and curl our toes under, bring ourselves up onto all fours, bring ourselves up into downward facing dog. We've got this nice down dog. Very good. Maybe nod that head or shake that head. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. So we're in a nice standing forward fold. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Big mountain. And exhale, release our arms to our sides. Very good. Let's take our legs nice and wide. Grab your blocks. Take our legs wide. Take those blocks center. We're going to do a little bit more of inner thigh and hip. So we've got our legs nice and wide. And actually, let's go 5-pointed star. So our arms are out, our legs are out, toes are pointed out. And then we'll go into a nice squat or a nice goddess pose. Let's inhale and lift and exhale and down. Inhale and lift. 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 And exhale and down. Good. Let's inhale, lift this up. Release our arms, take our toes, point them forward and slightly inwards, because now we're going to do a forward fold, wide leg forward fold. Toes are slightly in. Sweep our arms up. Let's dive it down and over, and hands are on one block, 2 blocks, however tall you want those blocks, or on the floor, just depending again on your flexibility. But let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through the spine, flat back, so a wide-legged tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. Let's press our right hand into the floor or block, and let's open. Woo! Open with the left arm, lifting that up. Feel that in so many places and breathe. Good, release that down, relax, relax that head and neck. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen, hold this here. Press our left hand into the block, lift our right arm up and breathe. And then release that. Good. Hands are going to go right to our hip creases and lead with that head, leading, bring ourselves up. Take our feet out again. Let's do 5-pointed star into that goddess or into that sumo squat. And let's go a few more of these. So let's take this down and then lift this up. So let's go ahead and inhale it down and exhale, lift. Inhale it down and exhale, lift. Inhale it down and exhale, lift. And inhale it down. This is one of those energizing poses. And exhale, lift. Very good. Release our arms. Let's go ahead and walk our feet in, heel toe, heel toe. We can move those blocks off to the side. And let's take ourselves to the short edge of our mat. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back into our top of plank. I wasn't counting, but we've done a lot of planks and push-ups today. So shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes, heart goes down, heart lifts up. Good, curl our toes under, lift and press. One more downward facing dog. Relax that head and neck. Good, let's drop to our knees, back into child's pose, arms by our sides this time, palms facing up. So now you're not that nice little turtle. And then hands by knees, press ourselves up, grab whatever you need for final relaxation, and then grab your strap. And let's take ourselves onto our backs for a final leg stretch and our final relaxation. So go ahead and take yourself down. If you need that eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, whatever you use for relaxation, have that within arm's reach, within arm's distance. But we've got our strap right now. Let's take our strap around that right foot. Lengthen through our left leg. Ooh, doesn't that feel so different than it did at the beginning of class? Well, maybe or maybe not. Press up through that heel. At least warm it and more flexible. Oh yeah, you can straighten that out. Pull that leg towards you. Let's go ahead and take that strap into left hand and let's do that deep twist with the leg across the body. Oh. And breathe. And you can be looking over to the right. And bring that leg back towards the center, pull it towards you. And bend that other leg, release that strap. Very good, let's take that strap around the left foot. Lengthen through that right leg, pull that left knee into the chest. Oh, that feels good. And press through our heel to the ceiling. Maybe that leg's a little bit more flexible, a lot warmer. And let's take that strap into right hand and drop that leg across. Arms out and maybe looking to the left. And bring our feet back to center. Pull that towards you, bend at the other leg. Release that. Let's go ahead and bring our knees in and let's drop them both over to the right. Oh, look to the left. And then back to center. Drop knees over to the left, look to the right. And back to center, and let's move into final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that, if you've got that eye pillow, putting that over your eyes, letting the darkness, the heaviness of that eye pillow just feel really good on that face. Let's lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet, through our toes towards the other end of the room. Maybe that low back rib cage is lifting up off of the floor, really reaching through that. Adding an inch or two to your height. Maybe you rotate those wrists or rotate the ankles, whatever feels best for you. Let's take a deep inhale here. And with an exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle, to become heavy, and begin to melt into the floor. Those eyes are closed, face is relaxed, release that jaw. Trying to release any excess tension. If you need to do that mental body scan, imagine that you're floating over yourself and you can look down on yourself and do that scan, scanning from your toes to your ankles, to your shins, your knees, your quadriceps, your thighs, your pelvis, your glutes, your belly, your rib cage, your chest, your arms, biceps, triceps, hands, shoulders, neck, chin, jaw, face, eyes, scalp. Just scanning through that. If there's any tension left anywhere, soreness, tightness, think about sending your breath there. Think about breathing and smoothing those places out. Giving yourself this time of relaxation. This is your self-care time. Very important. And slowly bending at our knees. Let's tuck our tailbones under and flatten that back against the floor if that is helpful for you. That can sometimes tilt that head back. Maybe that feels good for your jaw or your neck. And then let's drop both of our knees over to our most comfortable side, taking ourselves onto our side, and a breath or two here. And then nice and slow, begin to press ourselves up, bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong and supportive for you. So sitting that up tall, lengthening up through that spine, lengthening through that neck, crown of the head is lifted, strong and stretched body. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, taking our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and cleansing exhale. And let's do another deep breath. Inhale it deeply. And a big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day. And we'll see you